I just thought I would quickly share my thoughts on DJI goggles, which I got very recently. I have a couple of issues with them. One of them, first thing, is the fit of the band. Some people have already mentioned this. Most people they seem to fit fine, but for me they don't fit very well. And so the issue is that when I put them on my head, they fit comfortably like that, but that's sitting too high. The band's sitting too high at the back, and if I do it up, it's simply just scooting off the top of my head, and I can't really get any sort of fit on it. It's just plonked on the top. And the issue is that if I then try and pull it down, if you pull it down, then over the bump at the back of your head there, so you get down below, you then end up, the front comes up because it's sort of going around your head because of this plate here on the top, pulls it up, and then when you've got the goggles on, you're no longer looking into the goggles, they've rised up too high. So if you pull it down to where the goggles actually fit over your eyes, then it's then high across there, and basically it's perched on top of your head. Now, the goggles are actually they're quite heavy, so although if you have them down when they're in this position here, that's all quite comfortable. If you actually then go and just pull them up, especially with one hand, if you pull them up, you end up just sort of pulling them off the top of your head. And I can demonstrate that. So if I then put them over my eyes, how they're comfortable, supposed to be, then I put this, undo the band a bit, so I put that down on my head, and I do it up, and I'm not quite on the lump, I'm not under the lump at the back of my head here, I'm sort of sitting on the lump or just above it. So then when you do that, I'm not even able to lift the goggles up because they're just sort of coming off. So the only way you can do that is you have to hold it, so you then have to have two hands to lift it up, which is no good because you're trying to hold a controller. So so for me they don't quite fit. Now there probably is a solution to this, and I could cut away some of the foam here so it sits down a bit lower, or I could put a heat gun on here and start and bend that back. So so then I could actually get that down. I could sit that down there, and I could do that. So they're actually, but at the moment the foam, this piece here is holding it off my head, and I want to bend that back to make it fit onto my head. So it just doesn't actually fit my head. Obviously I've presumably got a largish head, but I did try it on my son, and his head is, he's actually got a small to medium head, and he had the same issue. So maybe it's to do with the dimension, it's to do with the size of your forehead, the distance between the top of your head there and your eyes, I don't know. But anyway, for me it doesn't really fit very well, not without me making adjustments to it, which I could do. So that's one issue with them. The other issue I have is that I can't really focus on the screen. So I do wear reading glasses. I'm of an age now where I have to wear reading glasses. I've done for the last few years. They're basically about 2 to 2.5 times magnification. These are prescription glasses, but I could just go and buy some standard 2.5 times reading glasses, and they work pretty well. So I'm about that sort of level. But even with these on, when I put the goggles on, they don't. I still can't quite focus on the screen. They do fit inside here, although I would say that, and you can hear that, when you actually put them on properly, the glasses are sitting right on top of the glass inside here, which you wish there was a little bit more room, and if you hold it off a little bit, you're then getting light in the sides, sort of thing. So that's even with these pushed right up on the bridge, and you're in there, and basically you're putting pressure on. The pressure's on your glasses really. That's what's holding this off. So you'd like to put them in a little bit further, but but you'd live with that. But and I could possibly get around it by going and getting some stronger reading glasses. So I could go and get some 3.5 times magnification reading glasses. That might well work. So, I mean, just to give you some idea of how it is for me. Oh, sorry, I've got this tape measure here. So I've got some moderate, just sort of standardly writing here. If I make that so it's sort of the closest I can get and comfortably focus is about there. So, and that's about 300mm to a foot away. And what this looks like is it looks like it's like about there, which that's between 9 and 10 inches. So I would say that you want to be able to, with your glasses on or without your glasses, you want to be able to focus on something, on some writing, smallish writing. You'll be able to focus on it at least 9 inches away, so 220mm away, and then you'll probably be okay. So, I mean, it is a beautiful product. The packaging is fantastic. I mean, you think DJI must have they've completely copied Apple in their product range, colours and so on, and when you get stuff that's beautifully packaged, all the equipment is really nicely made and really nicely finished and looks great when you get it out. But the two issues I have is basically the band doesn't fit and I can't really focus on the screen. I might well end up taking these back and then waiting for version 2 to come out, where hopefully they might have sorted out the band fitting a bit better for me, and they might well have some adjustment on the distance of the screen from your eyes, which would help me. Anyway, those are my thoughts on it. So the issues that I'm having are not issues that most other people seem to have, but I'm sure there'll be enough of you out there who have the same problem as me, and probably well worth trying them on. If you can go to a shop and try them on before you buy them, then worth doing. Okay, I hope that helps. Thank you very much. Cheers everybody.